live button. Give it a minute to connect. Where'd my controller go? There's my controller.
You hid it from yourself.
I did.
Like a nerd.
I mean, I am a nerd.
You are.
The number of people who would say that I'm a nerd are not zero.
So, this was part of my...
Live.
Oh, hey, look at that. This is part of my birthday present, so I'm not super willing to give any of them away, but they're also somewhat accessible, and Amber should try that.
Beer with mango, passion fruit, and dragon fruit, and there's a dragon on it.
Yes.
Where locally could one
I'm pretty sure this was picked up at Total Wine.
It's TV's Mr. Neil. Yes, I am. You're a nerd too.
Nerd.
You're a nerd too.
Shut up. I'm totally a nerd.
Yes.
So you're gonna make me look like a nerd in front of Ash.
You're gonna make me look like a nerd in front of the internet. Greetings. Stay a while and listen. Marauder X here, playing obviously the most Christmassy game of all, Parasite Eve, and I really I'm excited for you to see this opening.
Okay.
Because you're a point. I mean, okay, I concede that fact, sir. But yeah, this is one of the most Christmassy games ever.
Uh-huh.
I remember when it came out. I remember when a friend of mine picked it up and we're like, "Hey, this is so neat." Oh, this is not what we were expecting at all. But see, it's New York City at Christmas time. It's like Ghostbusters. This game is like Ghostbusters.
Mm-hmm.
Very much like Ghostbusters.
Except I don't think in the Ghostbusters the Statue of Liberty was crying blood.
You know...
I just... subtle differences. Okay.
Axis! You want to come say hi to the internet while they watch the opening movie? Oh, come here. Oh. Yeah, the ooze takes over the skeleton-bones of the... Say hi.
Or I just want to be cool enough to, like, shake a dinosaur's jaw open. Just... What? Okay, that's a hell of a manicure.
Yeah, this game... Giant flaming horse.
Okay, sure.
This is a game that reinforces the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Based on a Japanese novel that nobody has heard. I mean, yes. The worst foe lies within the self. PE! Physical exercise. Yes!
Alright.
So that's...
That was full of 90s... 90s-ness.
Yeah, and it's an RPG, so we're going to get another FMV when we start the game.
Oh.
That kind of...
Well.
Actually, no, I don't know if we'll get that. Like, it's been a long time since I played this. Like, I think since 1998.
You know, a few years ago.
Men is the warmest place to hide. But yeah, totally pre 9/11 New York skyline.
Yeah.
I tell ya, welcome.
Howdy, howdy.
And look, Rockefeller Center. Merry Christmas, 1997. Friends. I don't know what else was... I don't remember what else was popular in the 90s.
ER.
ER.
ER was part of the same block.
So we're going to a relaxing night at the opera.
Oh, because that's what I think of as relaxing.
Look at these cutting-edge graphics.
Oh.
Cutting edge. You're the one who wanted to come to the opera. Aya Brea. Aya Brea? Either way.
Yeah.
You can change the name, which seems weird. Considering
Occupation fascist. Got it.
Well, this was also in the 90s.
Yeah.
So... Fuck, I'm blanking. There was a word I was going to use that was just going to be put in front of fascist, and now I'm blank. It was something 90s specific, and now I'm... My mind now wants to say Reaganomics, and that's not right. Oh, but that tells you how tired I am. Okay, let's go in. We're going to go into the opera. We're going to go sit down. How he got in ahead of us when we walked in, I don't know.
Also, like, something's seriously wrong with her hips walking like that. That's not how that
Then says, no, just this is a fictional police officer. They're good guys. It's like that one vine of the, hey, we found the one good cop. The guy sleeping with a little sign that says racism is bad. It's like, let him sleep. He's tired.
Yeah.
Better than pulling Zodia's finger. But So, I don't remember the opera being a play that had spoken words. I always thought the opera was just songs to convey.
Yeah. There are a few, there's some dialogue, but like it's mostly songs.
Like, we always kind of looked at it like, I'm pretty sure they just went to a night at the theater and they did not localize the word correctly. Father. Ava is the main antagonist of the game.
Okay.
She's the one with the fantastic manicure we saw in the opening.
Makes sense.
Some operas have more spoken dialogue than... I guess I've just never seen enough opera. I mean, I can't say that I actually have seen a lot of opera, so...
This is decidedly more opera-y.
Son.
Yes.
Oh, hey, here's the cutscene. She starts singing. That CGI face. Alright. Her eyes, that is a weird set of eyes. In general. Because, you know, they had pixels in them. And when she starts singing, she can make people spontaneously combust.
Hey.
Because she can ignite the midichlorians. I mean, wait, no, that's... that's... That's if the Sith went to... I mean, this is basically if, you know, they actually took that from Star Wars and turned it into, like, hey, we can use the Force to actually straight up just murder other people, which they kind of do in Star Wars, but, like,
yeah,
this is a little more directly.
Decidedly more blatant.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
She has the power
Cool.
to explode people's mitochondria and cause them to spontaneously combust. You know.
You know, like you do.
Get the fuck out of here.
Men, am I right?
And we're going to make our way to the stage.
You know, a gun is a ranged weapon.
You know,
Like,
that's where the fun part of this game's combat comes in. Your cells are trying to communicate. I don't listen to my cells. I barely listen to my brain, and it's in there. Alright, so in combat, we have a range of action that we can do based off of the weapon that we've got equipped.
mm-hmm.
My body, it's getting hot.
It's getting hot in here. So take off me.
And she's just gonna shoot green lasers at me. And so, like, combat is interesting in which we do have to move around to avoid getting hit, but we also have to be within range.
You know, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure even the NYPD's non-lethal rounds are more effective than that bullshit.
Well, she's also magic mitochondrial sorceress.
But you have to be like 6 feet away from her. That's fucking ridiculous. Who are you?
Also, I love how, as a NYPD officer, we're like, who are you? You're shooting green laser shit at me, and that's... We're not addressing that? You should know me well. I don't know who you are.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
We're having a flashback. When we were a child, we were being experimented on by the Illuminati. I mean, that's not actually far off. Secret government experiment, make super soldiers. One of them, for whatever reason, became a cop. One of them became an actress. There's a giant hole in the ground.
Clearly the place to go. Jump in a random hole in New York. In heels. Come on. Take those off.
And, child. At least they're platform heels.
Still. You can still break an ankle with those.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Disappearing ghost children. The girl was us as a child.
I'm shocked. This is my shocked face.
It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. Oh, hey, it's the creepy transforming rat.
Oh, hey.
In addition to making people spontaneously combust, she can also give a really aggressive form of cancer that causes all creatures to turn into nightmare.
Uh-huh.
Trying to think of who created Cthulhu? What's poppin'? It's your boy back with more fish people.
Oh, H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah, Lovecraftian horror is where I was trying to go. I am just not firing on any cylinders today.
Yeah, that... I like rats. I had pet rats. That's an abomination.
I missed.
An NYPD officer with accuracy of a stormtrooper. It's just... It's so much.
I've got no weapons, or I've got no ammo left. So I don't know how I'm actually supposed to fight this thing.
Take a shoe off and beat it with it.
Like, I've got nothing else I can do combat-wise. So I'm gonna let it kill me. Hey. Hey. There you go. That's right. Chew on me some... Oh, hey. Just...
That's the weakest pistol whipping I've ever seen.
Alright, kill me. Alright, so I guess I'm not supposed to use all of my
Probably not.
my ammo on... Which is... Seems like I need to check some things before. It just seems a little weird that I can't... Oh god, I can't skip the cutscenes either. Rowan. Hi. How are you? Don't you look all happy and regal? Hi. You want to say hi to the internet? Internet loves you. You wouldn't turn into a Lovecraftian horror, would you? I mean, you are.
Have you watched him yawn?
You are a Lovecraftian horror, but you'd be in charge.
Hey, buddy. Do you want to say hi to the internet?
Hi. Nope. Oh, no, do not want to be picked up.
Oh, I know.
Do not want to be picked up at all.
Hey, don't get caught in my brace.
I'm gonna turn into a rat monster and shoot fireballs out of my tail at you. Yeah, now I gotta skip ahead. You wanna see my head? What? What you doing? You seem like you want something. You know, I think you want to beat up on your brother. Is that what you want to do? I mean, I can't condone that, so please don't. Yes, I'm 25 years old. I'm an NYPD officer.
He's a terrible shot, and clearly has some spinal issues because that walk is just painful.
Yeah. Alright.
Also, dumped your date. He seems like an asshole.
Alright, so I've got 6 ammo. Okay. I've got a medicine and a club.
Where the hell are you hiding a nightstick in that getup? Maybe that's why that walk is so awful.
I mean, you must embrace the combat stilettos. Become the fighter of factions.
Yeah, I'm not against a well-placed blow with the heel of a stiletto.
I'm not opposed to blow. Sorry, wrong. Wrong.
I just don't. Okay. Here's the thing you need to understand about me is I used to think it was just because I'm klutzy, but it turns out I have some hypermobility issues. And the idea of trying to jump down who knows how far and land in those shoes, I can feel my ankles breaking just thinking about it, and I don't like it. Just take it off and beat them with it.
Don't do drugs. Yeah, don't. Never once in my life have I ever tried the deliciousness that is PCP. That's a Game Grumps quote.
Yeah, I know.
I'm saying it for the audience. I'm not condoning the use of PCP.
Yeah, me either. Cause, yeah, don't. Apparently, so my first Christmas in college.
Where is this going?
My mom bought me a plane ticket to go to Kentucky to spend time with them, and I spent the whole time hiding that I smoked. That I had got my belly button pierced, like all of this stuff. It was not the best week and a half for me. However, it kind of started off bad, actually, because Mom couldn't get me from the airport, and I was too far for her and her anxiety and everything to manage. And I hadn't seen my dad in 7 years. So he picked me up from the airport. We stopped somewhere to get something to eat. I don't even remember where. I'm pretty sure it was in Lebanon Junction, though. And he asked me if I drank. And I did, and told him that I did, and did not let him know the extent to which I did. And then he goes, "Do you smoke?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Don't let your mom know." Okay, so I'm being told to lie to my other parent, already informing my bad decision. And then he goes, "Have you smoked weed yet?" And I just looked at him like, "No." He's like, "Yeah, be careful with that stuff. Last time I had any was when it was in 1979, and I got high with a friend of mine. We went fishing, and apparently he put some PCP in it, and I wasn't like consciously aware of where I was for like hours." Okay, so I don't think it's the best thing ever to do PCP. And also, my dad clearly doesn't either, and he lets a lot of things slide, man. He is no paragon of purity.
I have a friend who recently moved back in with their parents, and they smoke a lot of pot. And so they're like, I'm just going to be kind of upfront with it. With my parent, be like, "Hey." And they're like, "Okay, cool. Just don't do it in the house." Not a fan of it, but like,
Yeah.
you're an adult. Do make your choices. And they're like, it feels really weird because it's like I feel like I'm a teenager again, just kind of, sneaking out to smoke.
Yeah. Yeah. I did the next trip up. I was honest with Mom. I was like, "You're gonna kill me," and she was like, "What did you get pierced this time?" And I was like, "No." Although maybe you'd be less mad about that. And I opened up my backpack and I dropped a carton's worth of cigarettes on the coffee table. Yeah, she is not very happy. But at least I didn't have to steal a cigarette out of hers for my one cigarette a day, because that's the only amount of time I could get away.
All right, I switched to my I don't know where I was hiding at Billy Club.
Oh, okay. Our bodies are communicating with you. That's a hell of a come on.
That's actually a theme. Like, there's a lot of... Are you coming on to me in this?
Yeah, that's some pretty heavy sapphic innuendo right there.
Access. Kitty boy. Don't knock over those, please. I mean, I don't care about most drugs. I worked in, a pharmacy long enough to know, okay, I have a slightly higher trust for something that is manufactured. Because, there are certain quality standards you have to meet for those. And that's,
Yeah.
But, I also feel that pot has always been kind of... Because, you've got people who have biological engineering degrees who are like, yeah, I left... the such and such job at, Monsanto to breed the perfect strand of pot. And I'm like, okay, go for it.
Yep.
So, but, a lot of things that are laced with baby laxative, I kind of have a lot of concerns with. If you have to dilute it because it's a money-making thing, and then that's where I get a little, especially nowadays with half of the drugs out there having fentanyl in it, and
yeah, it's really a bad idea.
Yeah, so if you're fine with drugs, just make sure you get them from a trusted source, because fentanyl's a hell of a drug.
Yep.
I'm just paranoid about ever being out of control of myself, so no drunk, no high. I get that. I really do, actually. That's, I can understand the not liking the... What did you attack, son? I just watched him do the most impressive butt wiggle and then leap forward.
A napkin.
Oh.
You mighty hunter, you.
Are you saying medicine created under strict federal guidelines is safer than antifreeze-based and meth cooked in a bath? No!
Okay,
Well, I mean, possibly, but...
Yes.
Yes.
That's exactly what...
So I had a lot of...
Just keep some Narcan on hand, just in case somebody around you is...
Well, so I grew up amongst family in the mountains of West Virginia. And I'm going to pause it because now that I'm actually in combat, these are people who, for a fun fact, the history of where the phrase redneck comes from is coal miners that used to wear red bandanas. They are one of the only American organizations that actually stood up to the U.S. military and won. Granted, it cost a lot, but the Battle of Blair Mountain is a big one, where,
Yes.
National Guard was sent in for union busting things, and the coal miners saw, or they're like, oh, we take your, we see your machine guns and we raise you machine guns. But it's also the type of people to not say, hey, we're not going to let you impose any sort of federal guidelines on us, because fuck you, that's why. the number of people that I knew personally who owned a still and made their own moonshine or various other forms of alcohol was staggering.
I mean, once I get settled enough, you're going to know another one, because I definitely plan on brewing some beer.
Yeah. But, like...
And I would like a still. It's just expensive to set up.
They are expensive. But, like... The sad thing about it is... Like, and these are, like, not well-off...
Yeah.
You know, former coal miners, miner families, things like that. Like, it was not a wealthy place. And so, like, yeah, there's a lot of, you know, people like the jokes of like, oh, we're making carburetor moonshine. There's a lot of people who do that. And the problem is they don't stick around for very, because shit kills them.
Yeah.
But then you see, like, oh, well, you know, we saw his idea and we figured out a way to make it not lethal by, for one, cleaning everything.
Who'd have guessed?
But, like, the number of people that I knew that had, like, a very in-depth setup that was purchased completely off the grid. Like, none of this was, like, any sort of, like, professional equipment. Like, it became very quickly professional equipment, especially the people who knew how to weld or do any sort of metal crafting.
Yep.
There was one guy who was son of a blacksmith that we knew that, like, had a still, and it was just the most impressive fucking thing ever. And he also made shit that could power an engine. So, like, you know, it's not necessarily safer, but I trust the people who've dedicated turning it into a craft.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, one fucking internet.
But yeah, no, I totally want to still.
But I mean, also, meth is just...
That's... It's one thing to do it with alcohol, because that is a tradition that has gone on for millennia.
Yeah, like oh god.
Doing it with, you know, tractor antifreeze and Sudafed is a different ballgame, and I don't trust that shit.
Alright, there's two obvious corpses. And I'm just gonna open all these lockers.
Oh. Obvious corpses.
Yeah, I mean...
Obvious, but less corpsey.
She probably got to say you'll have to stop her. No, he's dead now. He's dead. Alright, you're dead too. We're just gonna leave you all alone. I'm gonna go make some whiskey in a bathtub.
I'm a cop. I make corpses. I don't clean the shit up.
I make corpses. Okay, the one survivor's a fucking clown.
No. Ew.
Well, I mean, at least he's,
I mean, maybe not there, but if he goes running around New York dressed like that, he's probably going to get killed somewhere.
I also love that this game has a mirror. Like...
Yeah.
And... I got some medicine, and who had some ammo in the theater? In New York.
Somebody ready to defend their at-home still, I guess.
They're at work still. Speaking of coal miners, December 6, 1907, West Virginia, dangerous explosion killed 360. There were a lot of either explosions or cave-ins.
Yep.
That
still are with the cave-ins, just way less frequently than they used to be.
got some Madison. Is that guy? That guy's a crispy critter.
Corpse McGee.
You can see in the mirror the lockers are. Yeah. Do I have to interact with Corpse McGee? I mean, it looks like it. Oh God.
The phone. Or not.
There we go. The phone is a save point. It's the Matrix. Alright. Let's see. I've gonna stick to that. I've got more ammo. Yeah, I've got 18 ammo. I can only have 6. So I gotta figure out how to actually load more. So it's still locked. Where am I supposed to go? That's locked. That's locked. Is there something else I gotta do? I didn't... Okay, I don't interact with you. You don't have any sort of interaction. So I keep coming over, pressing the button repeatedly. Barbara, welcome!
Hi!
Alright. So, save point. Is there anything else in here that can be interacted with? Oh, hey, yeah.
Huh.
There we go. Yep, got a pickpocket.
Loot the body!
Yeah, I got a pickpocket. Use item. Or is it one of these doors? Okay, it's that door.
I wonder whose dressing room that is.
Alright, got more ammo. Okay, I can't open the curtains. That's one thing I liked about some Square Enix games. You could press the select menu and see things that could be interacted with.
Yeah.
Because they loved doing this. We're going to do these fancy pre-rendered backgrounds with sprite characters.
You know they're going to make you talk to the bird.
Yeah, I know. Maybe.
Oh, okay. Maybe not.
And the bird's just creepily staring at me. Okay, what do I do now?
I mean, there's more doors.
but I've been in all of them.
These two?
Yeah, these two.
Oh, okay.
These two have got crispy people. That one had the clown. Those two were locked. Trying to leave. I get into a fight with rats.
Ah, okay. Sure. That makes sense.
Oh, hey. I just have a bunch of ammo now, so I'm fine with that. I'm gonna get a little closer. Because I did no damage to him. Level up!
Woohoo!
And we got 6 more ammo. And hey, does that mean I could go in here now? Or is it still locked? It's probably still locked. Yeah, so we're going to try to leave again. And see if it's actually going to let us leave.
Because when you first came down, there were other doors that were locked.
Yeah. Unlock the door. I find it weird that the theater key seems to open all of these doors, but not the one that actually seems to let you out.
Yeah.
Can I take the swords? All right, what was change armor. Okay, what was the item that we got? What was that? It's increases defense power by 1. Oh, hey, it's an upgrade for your armor. Cool. Cool. She does run, well, I mean, she is running in heels, so.
It's about as fast as I run these days, honestly.
Unlock the door. I don't know if I can go in that other door. It didn't seem to want to let me in.
Yeah, that was weird.
Oh, we're getting into a fight. Is it going to be more rats? And it's a creepy bird.
Aha! Gotta have the bird.
Alright, I don't like being ganged up on like that. But you're dead. I actually do like the combat in this game. It was interesting. It's like, hey, turn-based with range, you know. And then once we started getting like special abilities, because we start getting like the power to control our own mitochondria. So,
I mean,
we become a Jedi with the midichlorians.
Hey, there you go.
Okay, that.
Just the other door to get in there.
Does that mean I go through this door?
I think so. Maybe not.
No. Like, I also feel like I should interact with something else in this room.
Yeah, you would think.
And hey, look.
Hey. Woo!
God damn it. I love how occasionally I do like 15 damage and then
2 or miss. Excuse me.
Alright, I probably need to use some medicine to heal because
Yeah, probably.
I'm taking damage. Alright. Oh, hey. More medicine. Alright, so I have been everywhere now. So now I really just don't know where I'm going. But...
story of my life.
It's that clown from the dressing room. Oh! So he burst into flames when he tried to run. So maybe... there are iron rings on the side. Climb! Hey, let's leave. So she's not actually down here.
A totally professional setup for a theater to get up and down that way to the dressing rooms.
Well, I mean, you know, every theater has a giant hole in backstage.
I mean, obviously.
Like, that's where the clowns come from.
I was going to say, that's where we made out in high school. Yeah, I know.
In my high school theater, if you went into the catwalks around... so our high school theater, our light room was in the very back of the auditorium above the main entrance. Mm-hmm. It had one set of stairs going up to the cats, and then it had one exit that went down into the audience. If you went into the catwalks and then went behind it over the downward section, you could jump onto a rafter and then go through a hole in the concrete into a room above the light room. That was the spot for all the theater. Like, there were, you know, there was graffiti on the walls.
All of the theater kids who are not afraid of heights would not have included me.
There were beer cans. There was a mattress up there of questionable cleanliness. What's funny is my brother's initials were up there with his senior year. My brother also did a little bit of theater. Like, I did all 4 years in theater. I think my brother won, and it was mostly just to dick around. But my brother was also friends with a lot of people in that school and got into a lot of trouble at that school, so it wouldn't surprise me if he just snuck in, was hanging out up there. But that was hilarious, the fact that I spent all 4 years of high school doing something theater-related, mostly tech, and I went up there once to see it because everyone's like, have you seen it? I'm like, you've got to. It's just that you've got to go up there. But, like, didn't care. I also, by senior year, I had keys to the auditorium because my theater teacher trusted me, and I don't know why she trusted me. I was a teenage boy. That was not a I can't say it was a smart decision on her part because I'm glad she trusted me and I tried to not betray that trust too much, but I was still a teenage boy and I did stupid shit. So, like, just saying. Again, Miss Hines, if you're watching, thank you for putting your trust in me throughout high school. It did mean a lot to me and helped me be a not douche growing up, but at the same time, I should not have been allowed to have free reign of the auditorium and or tech room unsupervised. Let's see, is there an off stage over here that we can get? No. Son, what are you doing?
Mommy.
God, she runs so slow. And I guarantee I'm going the wrong way. I know there's probably something I've got to do.
Homie.
Rowan! Stop with whatever you're doing, son.
Seriously, though, I probably run about that fast. The problem is, like, it takes me a while to get momentum going, but once it's there, I have an even harder time stopping. And I will run you the fuck over.
Rowan, what are you doing?
Oh, maybe that's your date.
Oh, yeah, I think that might have been my date. I think my date's dead. Well, I mean, he didn't seem like a keeper.
Yeah, no, definitely an asshole.
You're the
I
one
mean,
who
he is dating a cop.
You're the one who... Oh, that could be my... either of these people could be... I'm a cop. I'm with the NYPD. And she gets away with this because she's a white woman. No.
Just holding up air.
Boobs!
Let me just get my badge here.
Spontaneous combustion. They've gotten burned. A lot of them probably won't make it. Hey, just...
What's a few bullets between friends?
Alright, can I leave? I don't think I can leave, so I don't...
Excuse me. I mean, the least someone could do is give you a change of clothes. Something a tad more practical.
I mean, when a cop gives you ammo, I was like, you could give me a jacket.
Some pants, maybe. I could really use some pockets right now. Like,
yeah, where am I holding all of this equipment? I've got a gun, a bulletproof vest, a club, an ammo crate with 48 rounds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things of medicine, and a key.
and a key. Maybe you have access to a pocket dimension. Seems unlikely, but this is... I mean, we did just watch a bunch of people get set on fire by a stinger.
Everyone's like, you know where. I was about to say, there's a vagina joke in here somewhere, and I'm not going to make it. I'm not. That's not going to be me. I'm not going to be the one to make this joke. Oh.
Don't drink pussy liquor.
What are you boys doing? Jesus.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Being weird. Like they do.
Maybe I need to see what I have to... I'll fall on that sword. Thank you, Eridon. Let's look at a guide to be like, hey, what do I need to do? Oh my god, there's still... Hey, there's still cats doing weird shit. Man, entrance hall. Carnegie... Oh, shit, this is Carnegie Hall.
Axis, homie.
Cops, speak to the paramedic. Oh, hey, you can keep talking to that cop until he'll give you a total of 60 ammo.
Jesus. You're gonna have to start finding other places to store things. Just saying, lube is a legendary item.
Alright. You'll find the rehearse key in one of the middle doors. Open the wardrobe. Examine the book on the table. Okay, so we need to find...
A book on a table.
A book on a table. So we can find the rehearsal key, which will let us go through, I'm assuming, those other double doors?
Exit. Hey, buddy.
Boys, why are you being you?
Come here, grumpy pants. Hey, no thank you. I'll bite you back, and you know that. I've done it before. Still pulling your hair out of my mouth for like a day and a half, but I did it.
I mean, yeah, okay. There doesn't seem to be
Say hi, Internet.
a visible diary there. Is it in the room with the parrot? No, that's not the room with the parrot either. Come here. We're just gonna check. Does he have an angry look on his face? Who? Axis? Axis always has an angry look on his face. Alright, so there's the parrot. Is there anything that I have to do with the parrot?
Oh, wait. I think there's something on top of the bookcase. Maybe just poor rendering at the top of the bookcase.
Alright, so we got the theater key. Examine the telephone, save your game, exit the room. Go through the middle left now. We can lock it with the theater key. Middle left door is ammo 6. Okay, so I guess it's the second set of... There's a book on that chair. It says that it's... examine the book on the table.
Oh, yeah. I think you need to go back to that other room.
Yeah.
So I think it's on the little table between the two chairs.
Well, it says middle left, so it would be this one. Be this one. Is there a... Because we couldn't go in those two rooms originally. So I guess...
Oh.
Motherfuckers. Something that just decides to change... Alright. So we're reading through her diary. I mean, I guess it's not that bad, but it's still not that great. Gets to the part. Okay, now we got the rehearsal key. Go through the top right door, which I think we've already done. The parrot here. Oh, it speaks, so it probably has. But hey, apparently we can fight it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Defeat it to level up to 2. It will drop a medicine. Okay.
That single leg and talon looks awkward.
And we've already leveled up to 2, but we'll take the medicine. Yeah, that book on the table that you didn't know you could get that close to. Man, I loved this era of games because it's like, hey, we're going to try a whole bunch of new shit. But it's also really rough to go back and like, how was this supposed to be intuitive in any way, shape, or form? Oh, hey. The bad guy playing piano.
Like you do.
Because I know after I've just killed a whole bunch of people, I like to sit and play a concerto.
You need to look at your son.
He's got a torn up napkin in his mouth.
I think it's stuck because... There you go. Good boy.
And that broke Jess.
That was great. I thought it was like sufficiently funny just to have him attacking a napkin, and then that happened. It was... I'm flaring. I have to be easily amused, otherwise I'd be a bitch. Okay.
The day for the mitochondria to be free has finally arrived. The powerhouse of the cell.
Sure.
So in Final Fantasy XIV, they're going to be doing a collab with Final Fantasy XI. Ooh, what collab? Mostly because I'm very surprised to see anything involving Final Fantasy XI these days. Square does not acknowledge it that much outside of... Oh, hey, I can actually hurt her this time.
I guess because this time you're not only supposed to be getting backstory out of the situation.
Yeah.
Maybe not backstory.
Oh, hey, I can use medicine from combat. Okay, good.
Excuse me.
It would be Alliance raid as well as 1 or 2 jobs. 1 or about 2 jobs. 5 units from Final Fantasy XI, my old account. We have access.
See, that's what I say when I open up the oven and I think the cinnamon rolls need just a few minutes longer.
Until your mitochondria is completely free?
No, you need a little more time, girl.
Another flashback.
I should have picked up some cinnamon rolls.
Well, it's crazy o'clock. That's good to know. Rowan, you doing all right, son?
Hi.
Hi. What's going on?
Yeah, that's just rewriting biology there. It's just organic structures in general.
Go to the piano. There's a hole in the
Right?
ground.
Sounds really good.
And more jumping down holes.
Sure. Safety first. Just jump in the hole.
And we get into another random fight. After just having kind of a boss fight. Hey, look! A bunch of rats. Let's try to... I was hoping I could kill one of them. Level up! Parasite powers have evolved. Scan. Analyzes enemies' HP and weaknesses. I can now see into the future. No,
I can see clearly now the red is gone.
But no, I played a lot of Final Fantasy XI.
I can see all mitochondria in my way.
I mean, there's a lot of mitochondria in your way. So much mitochondria in your way. It is the powerhouse of this. Another random encounter.
Oh! No, don't do that to froggies. So at Thanksgiving, Chris's parents, since I've moved into a new space, asking if I wanted a 55-gallon fish tank by chance. I was like, no. That is too much for me to. I know my limits. And I was like, but I have been thinking about getting a 10-gallon tank so I can get a frog. And then
they're like, hey, we've got a 10-gallon tank.
Chris's dad and brother showed up to help move the big stuff. And a 10-gallon fish tank just found its way onto his dad's truck. And nobody knew how that happened.
Well, I mean, they had the 10-gallon fish tank. So, like, it was there.
I mean, yes. But also, it just migrated to the truck. And then into my house.
Hey, we got our first gun upgrade.
And
that uses the same ammo.
Now I need to start shopping for frogs.
Go north to the next screen. Find 2 staircase. On your left, one on your right, there's a blue chest. Go up either staircase, they lead to the same area. Okay, cool. Yeah, cinnamon rolls do sound good. Now I kind of want some cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, I'm kind of mad at myself for bringing it up. Kind of feel like I have to run by the store and put my bag tonight.
Hey, that looks like a treasure chest that we'd be able to interact with if we were...
Not about to be. Attacked by rats.
Oh no, hey, we were just supposed to go to... Oh, a revive. How do we use a revive? Oh, hey, another treasure chest that we can't get to. So I guess we weren't actually supposed to go up here. We were just supposed to go down there and through the uppy. You know, the technical term for it. You know what I'm talking about.
Hey guys, let's go through the uppy. That's what they should have named the little hidey hole on top of the little lights. It's in the theater.
Hey, you want to go make out in the uppy? Let's go smoke some pot in the uppy. You're the little girl I saw in the theater, who's totally not me.
Wait, little girl.
Don't go and turn into a ghost.
Don't go and turn into a New York police officer.
Okay, so this is interesting. So, like, the stairs we can see in the foreground that take us up, we can see the rafter that we were just on. And so, like, you can see the treasure chests.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Oh, your inventory is full and you can't pick up anything else. I guess certain hiding places just gotten stuffed.
Let me use a medicine.
Ladies.
Because I did take some damage in that last fight. And offense +1. Okay, we can...
Oh, she's not Aya. Okay.
I do like just making... It's...
Still, I also still don't go and grow up to be an NYPD officer.
I have been rewatching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so at least I've got the mindset of, like, this is Jake Peralta. I'm an idiot detective that somehow...
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, that I don't like.
I bet they were just cute little Pac-Man dogs.
And they were something. Level up.
I need to rewatch that episode of Bob's Burgers.
I went back and rewatched most of the ASDF films.
Yeah. Skateboards.
There's an emergency and an emergency phone. Use the phone. Alright, so yeah, this is the Matrix. We use phones to save. Okay. Did I see in Blaster Master? Press the switch. And a gate opens. I'm gonna get into another fight with my new gun that shoots 3 times. My body's getting hot.
Aya's ready to take me on just by herself.
I found a subreddit of adult-themed memes. And the picture I just showed Jess is a picture of a park that has half of a set of dentures and a condom with the caption, "I don't even want to know what happened here." And that's kind of the theme of what is there. And I've sent a couple of these to some friends of mine because it's just one of those, the fuck. But then there's also a Facebook group called Your Childhood Ruined, which is like children's books, like the little golden books and things like that have been just completely edited. And one that I sent to just about everyone earlier was oh god, the picture isn't loading properly. Did I send it to someone else, or is it? Oh, here we go. Rock hard and deadly, Viagra bear. He's hungry for cooter. What on earth was in that medical supplies? Who wants to fuck? And it's just like an old, like, outdoor adventure novel.
Yeah.
And like, there's a whole bunch of them, like Nancy Drew. It's like, it's not voyeurism if you're solving mysteries.
Yep.
There's one of the Hardy Boys they're on bikes being chased by cars. Like, beat, motherfucker. And like,
Which I appreciate, because that is definitely what I say to people who are holding me back on the road. That and save room for the Holy Ghost when somebody's tailgating me.
But my body is heating up just sounds like really bad porn dialogue, which is what prompted this whole thing.
And then Aya is ready to take me on by herself.
You'll find out eventually, after I set New York on fire. Your mitochondria have always known. Ah, yes. Again with the Christmas classic, mitochondria that burned down the North Pole. Look at those! Oh my god, I fucking love this. What is going on? Oh, she's just turning into mucus and gooing.
Yeah.
She's Odo!
Yep.
Fucking love this.
That's definitely how I walk. Oh god, I shouldn't do that. That hurt.
Oh, we're gonna fight an alligator in the sewer. Oh shit! Oh lord, he coming! He's on 2 legs now.
He's got bird talons for teeth, tusks. I don't know what those are supposed to be. I don't know. That whole amalgamation is just generally horrifying.
There are 2 targets. What are the? Oh, so his tail is a target. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Can I, if I take out the tail, does that stop him from launching shit at me? Alright, so I've also noticed that if I appear out of range is when I do really shitty damage. So like, that's a light red, that's a bright red. But like, I also feel like I gotta get real fucking close to these things.
Like I said, I don't know that the game designers really understood that a gun is a ranged weapon.
A little bit.
They are in fact worse to handle in close quarters.
Alright, let's use medicine. Because I did just take a fair bit of damage. Oh!
That's a face only mitochondria could love.
Alright, I don't think there's 3 targets anymore. I can't target the tail. So I think the battle has changed. So we're just gonna shoot him. In the face. And we're gonna stay to the side.
I'm gonna punch your face in the face.
And show! Level up!
God, I hope so.
Parasite powers have evolved slow. Slows an enemy AT recharge. Hey, we got a new vest. Is it as good as the last one? When I will awaken, just tell me what you want, Eve. Eve. Just tell me what you want. With my mitochondria. Oh hey, the news is here. You are the sole survivor of this horrible ordeal. I should not be talking to the press, and I would.
Not at all.
This combustion theory has only been acknowledged by occult enthusiasts. No, there is. People in the scientific communities are researching it. There's just not enough information to get any sort of studies on. Like, shit does occasionally burst into flames. Is that the police chief? Is that my boss? Oh Lord, he just straight up punched
That is
on
a
camera.
First Amendment violation.
Jim, did you get this on tape?
You're gonna get sued so fucking hard.
Is he my grizzled partner? Is he 3 days away from retirement? Is he too old for this shit?
Listen here, you little shit.
You gotta say that was a good one.
It was. It was, and I'm mad about it. Because my mouth was full of beer.
The opera? Was that the end thing? It just caught my eye, and then suddenly shit just burst into flames. I'm 2 days away from retirement, my son. Hi, boys. Are you finally calmed down, even though we've only got like 10 minutes left of the stream?
Hi.
You know better than to punch a journalist. Unless he's from Fox News.
Actually, you can. You are not an agent of the state. You still might get arrested on assault charges, but you can, in fact, punch a reporter.
He's like, who's gonna fucking arrest a cat? I'd love to see them try. I've got this whole thing planned out.
There's a canine officer that's 3 days away from retirement. Ready to take your ass down.
All cops are bastards, including the Paw Patrol.
It's true. Cats are not narcs.
Who played Poe Dameron? Oscar, not Isaac. Is it Isaacs?
Yes. Yes.
He hosted Saturday Night Live, and he did a skit that was, the Paw Patrol is not good for our, like, he's running for mayor for the city. Like, the current mayor has signed over all of our city resources to dogs, talking dogs, and a 10-year-old boy. Our police department doesn't have a sex crimes unit because he's too young to know what sex is. We have had our streets flooded with drugs and guns because there's only one police officer and he's too busy biting his own ass.
You know...
And it just keeps getting like more and more ridiculous.
I'm gonna have to look that up. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, Oscar is like it was just it was just because he has interviews from residents, and like I was informed that my wife was in a tragic accident by a bulldog in a hard hat. And as he was doing it, he did that scooting his butt on the carpet with his hind legs up to scratch his butt, which I thought was highly inappropriate. But it was just like, yeah, that was a good bit. Okay,
You're not a narc. Well, I don't know. You might give up anybody if it's getting close to food time.
I will. I can see Rowan being like, I got names. I got a list of names. Have you ever heard of this Adolf Hitler? Now give me some fucking food.
Oh, that's a spot.
He's got the
bunny kick.
Hi. Yes, you're such a good boy. You are such a good boy.
But I'm the only one who knows what happened last night. That's why you get debriefed and then you're sent home and taken off the case.
Guess who forgot she left the stream on when she went upstairs to shower when she got out? It was, oh my god, there's someone downstairs. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
Well, Rowan says hi. He can say hi to your little void kitties. They've been meeting all sorts of cats that apparently keep coming up to the back door.
Oh.
Did you see the Libet posted a picture to our group chat the other day of just a gray and white cat that just fucking showed up in her backyard, just walks up to the back door like, hey, what's up? Just staring at her cats.
I need to build one of those, like, cold winter shelter situations because there is a stray cat that I think is actually trying to hide under my crawl space.
Oh no!
Because for some reason there's no latch on the door to the crawl space. There just hasn't been, and every few days, I will notice that it is open after I had closed it.
Let's talk to our grizzled partner.
That is the issue. Clearly, is you need a better sidearm.
Baker, I mean, I got a mod permit. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'll probably get like a hook and eye latch and put it on there. But I managed to get my ass to Lowe's.
Hey. No, give me a better gun. Give it. Here's my gun and my badge. No, wait, I need my gun. I've got to go shoot mitochondria. Also, I've got magic powers now that we're not talking about.
I mean,
I also have never seen this many books in a police precinct. Like, coffee maker, file cabinets, yeah. Bookshelves, not so much.
this is the 90s, though. Not everything is stored on computers just yet. Probably a whole bunch of books about various penal codes and whatnot.
Yeah. Alright, so we're about out of time, so go ahead and end the stream here, or at least stop with trying to figure out what to do. Even though our partner is only 3 days away from retirement. He's totally going to be turned into a pile of goo.
Excuse me.
Or a monster. A monster of unspeakable horror.
Yeah.
So, you know.
He's going to get fused with the Christmas tree, and that's what his son's going to wake up to. Dad, Merry Christmas!
I was 2 days away from retirement. Yeah. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. This is an interesting game, and I did a search online of Christmas themed games, and this was on the list. I don't know what I'm gonna do next week because there's a couple other on this list. Some of which that I do have access to, but one of them that I know I can't do because I don't have it and I'm not spending the $20 on it. There's a game called Viscera Cleanup Detail, which is like a crime scene cleanup game. And there is a North Pole expansion where you clean up, decapitated reindeer and shit like that. I'm like, I'm not going to be doing that. Like, that's...
Is that, like... What is the point of a game like that? Like, it's not even relaxing, like the power washing.
Yeah,
like, it's just cleaning up other people's messes and cleaning up other people's messes.
Blood and guts and go, yeah. Tomorrow's Game Awards, biggest scandal. I mean, we've got Jeff Keighley telling us what games to buy by telling us what games were already bought in mass quantities throughout the year. Because that's really, it's a lot of the Game Awards is just, hey, this sold the most. Not that we think it's actually a better game. Like,
Billboard's top 100 video games.
Yeah. I mean, the only one that I've seen, I did see that one of the games, because like they were saying best indie game, and there was one that is a game that had a AAA budget that just came from a not well-known studio, but like it was also published by like someone major. I forget who it is. I forget which game. I don't pay attention to half that shit anymore. Like, I just look at games and I'm like, okay, this is going to be good, or this is a game that might interest me. I don't pay attention to the hype train amongst games because like it's a zero-sum game.
Yeah.
Like, Because you get people who are like, Hogwarts Legacy is great. It's like, no, it's not great. People are talking about it because of controversy. It's not great.
Literally nothing about that franchise was great.
Boys.
And I would say that even without all of the controversy. Just
it was okay.
It
was okay.
It had its moments.
Yeah.
And butterbeer is delicious.
Yeah.
Like,
but like it's a less interesting Star Wars.
Yeah.
But like if you want an interesting open world game like Red Dead Redemption 2, go like that's sure it's older, but don't fucking care. The Witcher games, great. But like
yeah.
There's so much, but like I've seen some games like Sea of Stars that came out. It was a Kickstarter game. Well, one of the crowdfunding games. I don't think it was actually Kickstarter. It may have been Kickstarter. That got nominated. So I'm like, okay, cool. That's a game I can kind of get behind. But like, there's a lot of games that I'm just like, I don't care that you're nominated for this award because this award means nothing to me.
Yeah. Or it just means nothing. Full stop.
Yeah. Because I mean, I also did work in the gaming journalism industry for a little while, and like, I did see a lot of that. That's one. Okay, I don't have the time to really get into this, but I can totally rant for a minute. Everyone talking about Gamergate. That whole thing was a travesty on every level. The only thing I could take away from that entire thing is, yes, I would like ethics in video game journalism. But that also extends to, yes, I would like ethics in journalism. Because right now, journalism is very devoid of ethics because it is a for-profit based thing and most media is owned by like 4 people. So...
Yeah. Using that as the rallying cry for what was ultimately really nothing to do with.
Yeah, that was the surface level. Let's drag people into it, and like, okay, I look at the Gamergate stuff. It's like, okay, maybe this is something I should read into. No,
some incel motherfuckery is what it is.
Like, can I say that there needs to be journalism and ethical standards? Yes, across the fucking board. There needs to be ethical standards in a lot of things. This industry as a whole, yes, there needs to be those ethical standards. Don't be fucking douchebags.
Yeah.
But like, I had a lot of people who were like, I don't trust this gaming site because they sell ad space for games, which all of these games are being advertised. That means they can't give a fair shake. They're gonna there's going to be positive bias. There's positive bias fucking everywhere. There's positive or negative bias fucking everywhere. There's bias everywhere. Yes, when money comes into it, that does skew the needle a little bit more so than the others. But, like, I'm a fucking nerd. I'm going to rate RPGs a little higher than first-person shooters because that's kind of my yeah, I liked playing Overwatch, but I'm going to say Final Fantasy is, better than Overwatch. That's my bias. Because it's the type of game I like. And, if you only have people who, review games that they like, yeah, they're probably going to skew a little higher. Or if you have me review, the newest Madden, yeah, I'm going to score it because I don't fucking know. I don't get it. I'm going to dive head first into the field like I did.
You're going to rate it on how fucking amusing it is to beat somebody who actually enjoys the game.
I don't care which game wins Game of the Year. I just need Tears of the Kingdom to lose. Wow, that's a hard... I liked Tears of the Kingdom. I don't think it's Game of the Year worthy, but that is a stance, Barbara. I admire you for taking such a hardline stance on that. That is...
I mean...
I don't care who wins as long as this fucker loses. That's a...
I've been there.
I haven't finished the game either. I liked it. I spent a lot more time on Breath of the Wild than I did Tears of the Kingdom. I did like the building mechanics in Tears of the Kingdom. It was fun to just build random shit and be able to do it whenever I want. But I still fucking hate the weapon durability system. That pisses me off to no end. And then the fact that you make shitty weapons the most common, and then pristine weapons really fucking hard to find, and then the pristine weapons still break. Yeah. I will die on this hill. You're not gonna get any slings or arrows from me. I get where you're coming from on it. I can see how it is not Game of the Year material. I actually don't even know what game I would say for Game of the Year. I have not played that many mainstream games this year. There's I
haven't played. I don't think I've played a game current to this year. Actually,
I played Sea of Stars.
I mean, you have.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you typically would borrow games from me if you really felt like playing, because
it's true, because
I mean, most of them are packed up, but
why spend thousands of dollars on tons of games when I could just be like, Chris, can I borrow this game?
But also, I don't have a PS5, and I gave my Xbox One to my dad. So the Switch is the only console that I'm going to be playing any new games on. And so, I've played a bunch of new Switch games, which are not necessarily the AAA market that people are after, but Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Or Mario RPG. So, yeah. Though I did find out I should probably get a PS5. Because apparently they can play PS4 games. I didn't fucking know that. I know a lot of shit about technology. I did not know that they've made it to where you can, if you've got a PS4 game, you can just pop it into a PS5 and it will download the game and play it with, in some cases, content patches to make it, a more graphically impressive or smoother experience. This is shit I didn't know, and I actually pay attention to shit.
Unlike me.
So, but anyway, thank you all for tuning in to the stream.
Yeah, it's good to see you guys.
It's good to see everyone. We'll be back next week with hopefully another holiday-themed game. I do already have the one planned for the last stream before Christmas. So that's going to be hilarious. So stay tuned for that. It is a game I have streamed on the channel before, but I haven't streamed it with Jess, so that's going to be where the fun comes in.
Are you not entertained?
God. Rowan was not happy about that. I'm sorry, son. The Xbox Series X, I did know that was backwards compatible, but I had the digital only, so it didn't matter to me. Plus, I didn't have any physical games. But I also gave that to Dad so that he could play Starfield, because he really wants to play Starfield, and he tried getting a computer. He's got old Dell pre-builts that just are not going to handle it, so I wasn't using my Xbox. It was a Series S. It was the digital only one. I used it for emulation, and now I've got a Steam Deck and a specific emulation PC that's working. Both of those things work better than the emulation for that, so I'm okay. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back next week, same hat time, same hat channel. If I do have to cancel for whatever reason, I will post about it on the Discord, so go follow the Discord. Check that out. I've been trying to post a little bit more there, just to stave off the weirdness of not turning my house into a giant puppet. That's a story for a later time, so...
I have not, because I've just been trying to exist.
And you moved into a new place, so, you built a couch yesterday.
I did.
Did you nap on the couch?
I didn't, because I didn't get it finished until 10:30 at night, because it wasn't delivered until 8 o'clock. So, and I broke nails doing it. Well, actually, not the building, trying to get the boxes into the house.
Snap.
And you can actually, this nail came off, but you can see where it bent here.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm surprised it's not, purple and gross.
Yeah.
So,
Keep that in mind. But yeah, so take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. Take care.
Get your boosters if you do.
Booster Tower from Mario RPG. Anyway, bye.